Every year, millions of us travel overseas, and the importance of good travel insurance only really hits home when the worst happens. When Henry Botha went skiing with his family, the last thing on his mind was an accident so traumatic that he'd have to be flown home in an air ambulance. Luckily though, he did think to take out insurance, and when he needed it, Ageas was there for him and his family. Now Henry is back on his feet, and today we've arranged for him to meet the Ageas people who dealt with his claim.
We've only been skiing for 2 hours, just sort of loosening up one or two little steep slopes, but nothing too extravagant because we make sure the children are sorted out and everybody's going, and the next thing it just all went wrong and I had this big smash in my face. So I think I took the wrong edge on the ski came off, my foot then got stuck in the snow, and then I whiplashed with my face on top of my ski. So the one part of the binding hit my cheekbone here. The only part of the binding hit me, fortunately, on my helmet. There was a hole in the helmet there, so it was a good thing I had the helmet on. Never lost consciousness. Just it was quite a big bang, and I knew I was in trouble because my teeth wouldn't meet together, so I had to push my jaw into the right place so that my teeth can close up, which somebody else may not have done it because they don't have the knowledge of teeth that I have.
His face was caved in, so instead of being the cheekbone out, there was a dent in, so I knew there was something fairly major. I was pretty sure he'd fractured it, and he was obviously in a lot of pain. So you just know that you're going to end up. He was too shaken up to ski, or there was no other way of getting off the mountain. So the girls were great. Asked lots of questions. What day of the week is it? Who's the Prime Minister? Where are you staying? All the things to check his brain was still working fine. So
Angela called me to say that her husband had had a fall on the slopes and had injured his cheekbone. So he was in the medical centre. So the first thing we need to do is obviously to take all the details down, verify the policy, and then see how we can assist them as best we can.
Eventually, when the tests had been done that needed to be done, and some X-ray pictures came through, which were pretty horrific, showed really how bad the injury was. That really made us want to bring him back as soon as possible.
I mean, Angela did most of the talking to anybody. I didn't really talk to too many people, and I was informed that we were going to be flown home, and Angela was going to accompany me, which is quite reassuring. Trolleyed me out to the plane and lifted me into this little jet and put me on a bed and made me comfortable, and off we went.
There was no hassle over settling the claim. It was done very, very quickly. But even I think the most important thing was the way that we were dealt with when we were in trouble, needed help, needed reassurance, needed answers, wanted a second opinion. The doctors I sent the scans over by email. They were checked by a doctor in the UK, and so all of that together made us just feel we were being well looked after. Concerns about children who were grown-up children who were staying on the holiday. Everything that I asked of Henny and Roberta in terms of questions was answered.
Actually, she was remarkably calm. Quite often when you're speaking to people, everyone we speak to is different, but in this case, her husband had been in a nasty accident, but she seemed to be really calm. Wasn't any problem to get all of the information that we needed.
I was just lying there. It took all the stress of me to worry. I didn't have to worry about Angela because she wasn't stressed, because she was dealing with people who were so nice to her and helping her. And I don't know what more you can ask from an insurance company.
I can't actually think of a way they could have done it better. So that's got to be praised, hasn't it?